Hello Facebook. This is Tolu hollering at you from OSINOWO CPA, and I kind of just wanted to go into some details today about how LLCs protect you. So when we compare LLCs to corporations and other entities such as partnerships, general partnerships, limited partnerships, LLCs actually can offer you protection through your personal and also your business. For instance, for a corporation, even though a corporation, hi, hi everyone, I'm glad that you guys are joining me. I kind of wanted to talk about some tax issues since we are approaching year end. So, a C corporation, when people sue you, they will be able to actually get a hold of your shares of the company, but that's all they will be able to get, right? But they also cannot personally sue you. Now, an LLC, they can personally sue you, but if they decided to sue you, typically in a corporation, they will be able to get your shares of the corporation, right? But if they don't sue you, and they sue your corporation, then they can also get those shares as well. But in an LLC, they would only be able to get a hold of your distribution. They won't be able to take over your company, right? So if they take over in other liability protections. Auntie Neye, how are you? So glad that you can join me. So as an LLC, they will be able to get a charging order. They'll be able to get a charging order against you, but they won't be able to get access to the entire company. So what that means is the charging order will tell them that will give them access to your distribution of the company, but they can't take over the company. And that means that you, as being the one who is actually in control of the company, that means they're not going to be able to. I mean, you can basically decide when the distribution goes out and when it doesn't. And so that's basically how LLCs can protect you. So if somebody sues you, clearly they want money, right? Most people, when they sue you, they want money, but the charging order only gives them the right to your distribution of the company, not the right to your shares of the company, which is a big difference. If they get the rights to your shares of the company, they can basically go into the company as having been given your shares of the company, and they can basically take over your company, right? So if you're a C corporation and you're a small business owner, but you're ordered as a C corporation, you're structured as a C corporation, they will be able to take over your company, right? And or even if you're not a small business owner, they can still take over your company if by them getting the shares. And if you have majority control of a large company, imagine how that can go. They can basically dissolve your company and sell it, whatever, if they want, because that's what, when you're a majority shareholder, that's what happens. But an LLC does not give them the actual shares. It only gives them the distribution. And distribution is basically something that you get as a shareholder. So they don't actually get the rights to the actual company, but only the cash that you would get. So, but of course, if you were the one in control of being the one that if you're the one in control of the company, clearly you'll be able to control if and when the distribution go out to you. If the distributions go out to you, which means that you can basically, decide to not pay them. Because if you don't get distributions from the company, they have no rights to that. They basically have rights to zero distribution, right? And if you have And if you're not the one in control of the company, you can still, because you're the one in control of those shares, you can tell the one who controls the company if and when to actually give you distribution. So how LLCs protect you is because you know, anybody who sues you, they only have a right to your distribution. They can they basically it protects your company. So for investors and small business owners who are maybe investing using their name or using other structures like say corporations and general partnerships, that is something that you definitely want to take a look at with a qualified attorney and also with your CPAs. And I also want to mention that a lot of CPAs out there, they really, when they advise their clients, they don't really advise their clients in the sense of looking at their asset protection. They basically only look at tax strategy, which doesn't really do much for your client if your client gets sued, which would cost your client a whole lot more at one time than which can be more devastating than, of course, paying taxes, which is yearly, quarterly, every so often. So, and also, I mean, taxes, of course, are based on what you earn, based on what you actually have, the money that you've earned, whereas liability, like from a lawsuit, it's not based on what you actually have. It's based on what the judge sees. So it's definitely, I'm advising you small business owners out there and you investors out there to go and definitely have a chat with your attorney, have a chat with your CPA, so that you can get a asset protection plan that actually protects you. Make sure that you're investing in a structure that works really well for you. And clearly LLCs, I mean, is definitely one of the best structures out there. And even lawyers know, how, because lawyers know how LLCs work, they basically try not to sue people with, who are structured as LLCs, because lawyers want to get paid. They hate not getting paid. So if you're structured as an LLC, that is actually the first step to preventing them from sue you. And you people know out there that some lawyers are going to, especially in the U.S., they can run the entire lawsuit on contingency, on the contingency that they're going to get paid from you, a huge lump sum of money, so they'll basically do the whole tax case for free, so that they can make the money off of you. So you're basically their bank. So for you guys, I would definitely suggest using LLC as one of your strongest tax strategy, and also your strongest liability. Of course, there's definitely, there are some downsides to LLCs, but they're definitely the best. It's definitely one of the best out there. But the other structure that you want to think about is if you are in a partnership, especially for you investors, that you're running deals, for you hustler investors out there, if you're running deals with other investors, other business owners, or doing other things, you might really want to go to your tax attorney or a CPA and to determine whether you are actually in a general partnership, which can be very, very dangerous, even though you don't feel like you are, because for you to be in a general partnership, it really doesn't take much. It really, you don't need to have a written agreement. You don't need to have anything written down for it to be a general partnership. And if something happens, if something happens, God forbid, and someone ends up suing you, and you and your partner, basically if they sue you because of the business, they're basically suing your partner, and vice versa. And so that's definitely something that you want to have a look at. If you're running deals with someone in a partnership, make sure that one, it's written down, and two, it is it is not structured as a general partnership. It is structured as a limited partnership. And yeah, I think that would actually conclude my my Facebook Live today. Today, thank you for staying and and being with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I will definitely be available. And of course, if you want to get a hold of me, you can definitely, send me an email. I will leave my email in the comments for you to reach out to me if you have any questions. Maybe you want to review your tax plan. Maybe you want to review your asset protection plan, or maybe you simply want to get your taxes done for the upcoming tax season. Just go ahead and reach out to me. You'll be able to. Actually, you can PM me or you can email me your questions. All right. Thank you. Bye. Hi, Averill. How are you? So, what I was talking about was how LLCs can help small business owners with their asset protection, and how exactly that happens. I think it's very important for business owners to know that, and also investors. So basically, it offers them protection if somebody were to sue them. It offers them protection if somebody was to sue them in order to be able to save their company. One, it offers them protection two ways. If someone sues a company, they won't be able to get to the personal assets. If someone sues the personal assets, they won't be able to get to the company. And here's how that works. So if someone sues the personal assets, they won't be able to. They will basically only be able to get a charging order against you and your company, but they won't be able to get to your shares directly. So the difference between the shares is the share is the actual ownership of the business, whereas the distribution is the cash flow from the business, right? But if they were able to get to your shares, then they can basically do whatever they want to your business. But if they only have access to your cash flow, then you actually can decide when the distribution occurs. And of course, being someone who is in control, who is the owner of the shares, you can decide if and when distributions are made to you from the company, or even if they're not. And most likely you're going to decide that distributions are not going to be made to you from the company. Therefore, that actually ends up saving your business and saving your assets. So even lawyers know that it's not a very good tool. It's not a very good tool for businesses who are structured as LLCs. There is actually a lot of resistance to the lawyer's game, basically, because you know how litigious the United States has become, and how they basically want to fund their clients' tax. They want to fund their clients' lawsuits, so they will basically do the entire case on a contingency. So, and clearly you're the one who's going to be picking up the bill, along with fighting them in court. So structuring your business as an LLC is definitely the first step to preventing such a madness, right? Nobody ever wants that, and I know that people are working so hard out there, but these lawyers want to take advantage of them, which I just think is really ridiculous. So again, if you guys have any questions, I kind of just wanted to jump on really quickly, kind of just let you guys know I'm out here. I'm definitely in the. I'm trying to help you guys to stay above water, to do way better than staying above water, and to get your game on in 2017, because it is definitely time to. Hi Sandy, hi Linda. It is so 2017 is going to be a different year. 2017 is going to be your year to make things happen. So anything that I can do to help you in that way, just let me know. Anything that I can do, tax wise, anything wise. I would also like to tell you guys about my projects that I'm doing regarding Black women. It's a Black women. It's a Black women. Hey Sandy. It's a Black women project, basically to really help Black women and people of color and women of color to really bring out the power within them, because with all these things that's going on with the race issues, all these things that's going on with Donald Trump and Black Lives Matter. I feel like, Black women are maybe they're the forgotten group in all this. And so I wanted to start a project to help them really bring out the power in them, because and not only with the Trump stuff and the race stuff, it's also, we also feel like we've basically been treated like we're the bottom of with the bottom of society, and I want to help Black women to really bring out their power, the power that's within them, with all the things that they have to deal with, to be able to own their power, to be able to bring it out whenever they want. And really, so that for me is about really tapping into the beauty inside and kind of bring that out. So I'm starting it's called I Nubian. It's I comma and Nubian, and to kind of reflect the African Nubian queen. So it's going to be a cotillion style. So which basically we're going to learn how to walk like women, like powerful women. We're going to learn proper makeup techniques. We're going to learn how to dress, to kill, how to dress and slay. We're going to learn to walk in heels that make you feel like, man, I feel really powerful, basically. So yeah, I'm looking for instructors, for people who do makeup, for people who do social graces, for people who are interested in stuff like that, because I certainly am not. I'm just the woman behind the idea. I barely do makeup. I barely learn how to walk properly in heels. So if there are instructors out there who are interested, who would like to really be part of the project, to really bring a sense of power to Black women all over the U.S. and bring us to be animalistic and not the bottom of the of society, basically. I'm really empowering you guys to join me in that game, to reach out to me, and so we can get this started. So yeah, that will actually conclude. That's the second time I'm concluding today, but forgive me. This is my first Facebook Live. I'm really excited to be on with you guys. I'm excited that you guys are on with me. So that will conclude my Facebook Live presentation today. Tomorrow, I will definitely be doing Facebook Live every day regarding taxes and also regarding this iNubian project that I'm doing. And if you guys can join me, that would be great. And if you guys have any questions, I will send you my email in the comments. So just go ahead and reach out to me, because I'm a businesswoman now, so I gotta put it out there. All right, bye.